guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about Brother Polight because I did do a video on him previously. So this is an update video. Basically his federal charges have been dropped. 2 of them have been dropped. He's still fighting the case. But I just want to get into a little bit of what he said because he did go live and talk about it a little bit. If you don't know what happened, you can go back and watch my previous video. It's called Brother Polight Speaks Out. And I have another one that goes over his police report and everything like that. If you really want details about it, it's a story that was first dropped on Unwind with Tasha K. And she about dragged the man. In her video about it, I didn't understand where she got her information from, but it was put out there. It was an article made, and they were saying stuff about DNA and all these different things that was alleged. It was nothing that was actually confirmed. Like, nobody never said, there was no official report that came out that said that DNA was actually Brother Polight's DNA. None of that stuff. Like, it just said they took DNA. I don't recall him ever saying that that was actually his. In the ins and outs of the case, it was a lot of things that he said in his live that was really and from my perspective, very smart on the things that he said. First, let's get into some of the things he talked about in his live, and then I'll give my opinion.
First-degree felony sexual assault charges have been dropped. Let's start it off with this conversation right here. Again, I won't be talking about the case specifically for all the right reasons. I have legal counsel. They're going to do what they got to do. What we are going to talk about is cyber defamation litigation. We are going to have a conversation about that. We are going to have a conversation about cyber defamation litigation. We are going to do that. And the reason why we're going to do this is because there's a lot of dishonest, wicked people out there. I've never seen nothing like this, where people literally prey on someone's demise. So I say it again. Both first-degree felony sexual assault eradicated. They're gone. Does this mean that there's no other fight? No, there's plenty fight. They came up with new counts. Of course, nothing compared to those first-degree felonies, which is crazy, because that give you life. Or 30 years in prison. Early. You dig what I'm saying? So yes, we will be turning up later on the strength. We will be turning up later on the strength. Is there still a fight? There's still a fight. But it's very interesting because a lot of people spoke out of turn, jumped out the window, accused me of things that not even the prosecution can. If the things that people say on YouTube was accurate, I mean, goddamn, you wouldn't even see me here today. You wouldn't see me here today. So how the hell do these people on the internet know so much, but the legal system don't? The shit that people be saying, oh, nah, you got to pay for that. Now I was going to wait until later down the line. But goddamn it, since these joints is gone, why not get the ball rolling now? Cyber defamation litigation. We're going to deal with that too. We're talking about suing people, but also for libel. If you're even writing comments online, lying, blatantly lying on my name, yeah, we're coming for you.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. I just popped in to say, make sure you head on over to FreeDomeApparel.com. I have t-shirts, Protect Your Energy t-shirts, It's the Melanin t-shirts, and my FreeDome Apparel logo t-shirts, and many more. I also have fanny packs, and I also have masks to match the t-shirts. If you find anything interesting, the link will be in the description box below. So let's get right back into the video. Just that video alone, I have different parts that I'm going to talk about because his live was pretty long that he did, but I did break it down to a few points that I found very interesting. I do agree with the part of, like, for me personally, when I did make a video about Brother Polight, I had a lot of comments, which a lot of them was deleted by YouTube, um, talking about you said a whole lot of nothing, and he's this, he's that. And like I always tell people, we don't know, we was not there, we cannot make a judgment based off of what an article said, because we don't know where that article got the information from. If he did not say that he did it, or if the courts did not find this person guilty in a court of law, you cannot go around saying that somebody is guilty and slamming their name, throwing dirt on their name, because you don't like the person, or because you just read a headline and went with the story. A lot of people wanted me to go in on him and call him all these different type of names, but I don't know him personally. I don't even know if the stuff that was said in that article was actually true. I did not know where Tasha K was getting her information from, because the article that I read, it sounded exactly like what Tasha K said, but what did the people in the article get their information from? Because all of that stuff came out and she was the first one to have all the information. Now, if you look at what Tasha K got going on in this R. Kelly case and how they came back, how, she basically kind of allegedly compromised his trial. So he could be getting out just because of that. And then you got the Cardi B situation with Tasha K that, Cardi B is still suing her. I think they have a civil lawsuit going on. So it's kind of like you never know where these people get that information from, even if it is an inside person that works at a jail or whatever it is. Still, just because somebody have made allegations against somebody, that does not make it facts. So people wanted me to be like a lot of these other bloggers, and I'm not a blogger. I just talk about different stuff. But they call them a name, and I think that's where the viewership come from. If you're sitting behind your computer, you're doing videos, and you're talking down on somebody, and you really going in on them and calling them all kinds of names and saying they this, they that, making jokes and all this different type of stuff, people will love to watch that. But if you're just speaking, hey, this is what has came out, these are all allegations, none of it is truth, it's just alleged. When you're on that standpoint and you're not actually coming after somebody, they don't want to listen to it. And I think it's smart for him to go and sue all of the people who threw dirt on his name, who talked about him crazy, said he was this, he was that, all that stuff that was happening with Sinetta, all of that different stuff that was taking place. I think it's very smart, and I think that a lot of other celebrities and people, famous people, whoever, should take a page out of his book, because if you look at T.I. and Tiny case, their charges was dropped. It doesn't matter why the charges was dropped, they were dropped. So nobody can say they was guilty of anything, because we don't have none of the facts. All we have is hearsay. Nothing has ever been proven. So for that particular reason, you cannot go and call them people any name. No matter if you don't like them or not, if you felt like they did it, that's your personal feeling, but you cannot turn your personal feeling into a fact. If you didn't see them do it, then you don't know. If the documentation didn't come out as proof that somebody did it, then you don't know. It's still allegations, no matter how you feel. And I think a lot of them should take a page out of his book. When you got, different bloggers that got millions and billions of followers and YouTube videos about you with hundreds of thousands of views, it's something that it's really hard to come back from. It's hard for people to come, even if, he's not guilty, but like Bill Cosby. He's free, but all of the people who, didn't read the information that was dealing with his case and just went with the headlines, because a lot of that stuff people were saying wasn't even true. A lot of the things they said that he stated was not even true if they would have read the actual paperwork. But now his name is forever messed up, because all these people who read headlines and wanted to speak from how they personally felt, not something they knew, is how they felt. And, it's monkey see, monkey do. One do it, everybody do it. So I feel like if more people start standing on their ground and start suing these folks, no matter how big or small they are, when it comes to speaking on somebody's name and sparing out misinformation and, talking about them so badly, and then you have your followers believing what you said and they go in the comments and talk about them so badly, if you start suing all these people, a lot of these people will shut up. Seriously. Now let's listen to some more stuff that he said.
But when you start reaching out to my 15-year-old, sending her some crazy ass messages, when you reaching out to my 2-year-old's Instagram and saying something so stupid, all of this has to be accounted for because it's getting too crazy. When you're posting my 2-year-old's picture and putting it in your thumbnail to go against me, why are you involving my 2-year-old and my 15-year-old in your thumbnails and in your slander? There's been no convictions. There is no trial. What you accused me of just got thrown the fuck out. You guys gotta pay. And guess what? If you don't have the money, when it come time for lawsuits, guess what? Guess what? Suing people ain't all about getting the money. You know what it's about? You won't be able to use your bank account no more. You're going to have to reduce yourself to only getting Western Unions and MoneyGrams and money under the table. You won't be able to get a house in your name, a car in your name, bank wire.
Now, when it comes to that, it is what it is. I think that we live in a world of everybody got an opinion, but their opinion they state their opinion as if it's facts. Like they'll hear a story and say, yeah, he did it, he guilty, he did this, he did that, da-da-da-da-da-da. And it's kind of like, how do you know that? And then when you have people like me that's saying, well, where's the evidence? How you did it? Even like the Tory Lane situation. People went so ham on Tory Lane just because of something that Megan Thee Stallion said, and her stories didn't even line up. Her stories was changing every other day. And it still has not been one piece of evidence that showed that he did anything. But because people read headlines and they stick with one thing, they'll go on the internet and the court of public opinion find that man guilty. Tory Lanez could literally do the same thing, and a lot of people would be out of some money. He would be making millions, sitting at home, just by out of all these thousands and thousands and thousands of people who spoke on his name as if he was guilty. Not stating like, this is what was stated by this person. Like when you do stuff like that, you just have to say, this is what this person said. Not saying this is what he did. Because once you say that, you're implying that this person did it and he's guilty. So now you're putting out false information. And I'm telling you, if more famous people or anybody in general start thinking like this, a lot of this stuff that be happening on the internet wouldn't even happen. Because people have found joy in listening to the downfall of other folks. They think it's funny. They think it's, you know what I'm saying? They get joy out of negativity. And I'm telling y'all, let more and more people start thinking like this. It's going to be over for a lot of these YouTubers, a lot of these social media accounts, a lot of them.
This is some serious shit. If you're collecting money off of your videos while misrepresenting what's transpiring in the case, if you're lying on your videos, if you're calling me out my character, like literally saying I am somebody in particular, I've done something in particular. If you're lying and saying, yeah, I had a previous case before. If you're lying and saying, oh, that's Brother Polite statements. I never made a statement. Never made a statement to nobody. Nobody on planet Earth has a statement from me. So if you're lying on the internet saying, oh, Polite man said he was going here and he was doing. If you're using my 2-year-old's face on your video, if you're using my 15-year-old's face on your video, if you're messaging them directly, all that shit is crazy. All of that is crazy. If you want to believe I did something, fine. You're entitled to your belief. But to lie and tell people I did something is two different things. So again, the two worst charges have been reduced. That means the narrative has to change. But Negroes like DNA don't lie. But what they forget to tell you is people do. I told you guys, get your popcorn, right?
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this video. This is the journal called Unleash the Image. It's give you an opportunity to write about your day, just release everything. A lot of people wear a lot of different hats, especially if you're a parent, you have different businesses, etc., etc. So I love this journal for that reason. If you like what you see, head over to Amazon, type in Unleash the Image in the search bar, and this will pop up. It's only $14.99, so get you a journal and, relax and meditate. Now let's get back into the video. Now, I do think that's quite weird that people are reaching out to his children and using his children in videos, because his children have absolutely nothing to do with whatever allegations are going against him. I do think people should have some boundaries and some respect. I do understand that these days of the internet, people act like they just can do what they want to do because they're behind a keyboard, but that's really not true. If you know laws, if you know all that kind of stuff, you already know how a lot of this stuff works. And I already knew that this type of situation, I'm very surprised that it took this long for somebody to do this, start suing all these people that's slandering their name and their character. Because what happens is this person get views, hundreds of thousands of views on slandering somebody's character, because people find the joy in it, and then they make their money and go on about their business. Meanwhile, that person whose character they slandered have to live with that, because some people will still look at them as that person, no matter if it was true or not. But to be reaching out to 2-year-olds and 15-year-olds, obviously, it didn't even make no sense to reach out to a 2-year-old Instagram. Who do y'all think is running that 2-year-old's Instagram? That's just low. Seriously, that is low. And to involve a 15-year-old child, that's not even cool. Because this could be a case that they was keeping away from her, because maybe he knew that, it was going to go the way it's going, or whatever it is. Sometimes you just don't want kids in that kind of stuff. That's just weird that people were actually doing that and putting them on their thumbnail and all that. Why would you use kids? Anybody underage, you should know not to use on your thumbnail like that. Come on now. And so, yeah, I think it's very smart of what he's doing. I think it's very smart, and I think a lot of other celebrities should take a page out of his book, or famous people, or whoever. Even if you're not famous, you should take a page out of his book. If people got on the internet and slandered your character, called you all kinds of names, well, get your money right. Because I know under a lot of videos that I do, people call me all kind of stuff just because I didn't agree with whatever opinion that they had. And people have to realize that everybody have the right to think for themselves and think on their own. Just because you believe something don't mean I got to believe it. I'm not you, you not me. But when y'all go in and talk as if you know something, and then you can't prove that how you knew something, you can't show any documentation that shows, legal documentation that shows that, oh, this is proof, this is correct, this is why I said what I said, and this is why I stand on what I stand on. It could be real, Y'all just have to stop all that.
And if you ever wrote a comment or titled your video a certain way, and it was misinformation about me, you're liable. You're going to be sued for libel. Listen, I don't care if you delete your videos. Some people already started deleting videos. Keep them up there. Keep them up there. Because all we're going to do is subpoena YouTube to give us the recordation of the videos, because I got another legal team, a different legal team. All they do is download videos, get the time markers where incorrect statements are being made, where people literally lie, literally just lie. All they do is get the time marker, download the video, and take a screenshot of the videos as they go up. Every day people do videos. Every day my people watch everyone from the front to the back. Time marker each lie. They look in the comment section, screenshot who's saying lies. I put $100,000 up to the side just so I could be petty. Y'all think I'm joking too. I bet y'all think I'm joking. And I don't give a damn what your excuses are. Oh, you see, charges are being reduced because he's Illuminati, or he made right with the humiliation ritual with the Illuminati, or what's that other stuff y'all say? He's an agent. Yo, I don't care how upset you are that things are working in my favor.
So, yeah, once again, I think that's very smart of what he's doing, just to keep his name from getting slandered and, you know, to put people in their place. Because, I mean, I've heard people talk about, he knew, like, I've heard people on Clubhouse going in talking about what people knew back in the day. Y'all knew he did this, y'all knew he did that. And my thing is, I never want to be the person who's talking about something that I knew, especially if it's a crime. Like, all these people who be talking about they knew something and it was a crime and you didn't say nothing, you could put yourself in a position to be held liable as well. Because all that he knew, I knew, they knew, watch your wording. So, I say all that to say, I'm wondering if he may come after Tasha K, because she was the one of the biggest ones who was going after him and going in on his character. Right now, Tasha K got a lot of things to worry about. She got that R. Kelly, the federal charges, dealing with that case. She got the Cardi B civil lawsuit, and now possibly Brother Polight. I hope she got her paper together. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation in the comments. Yeah, and that's all I got to say about it. I'm out.